Tin Fins? I still play Tin Fins. Deck is wonderful. Here, let me screenshot this and then let's go look at my Tin Fins list. Smogard wants to see it. Yeah, Tin Fins is a blast. I still have most of it in paper. Yes, I do. There, let's link the deck list. There you go. Boom. I will take 2. Sure. Probably just some sort of green rat. Even though I didn't do well at GP Charlotte, it was still so much fun. Glad it was my first GP. Oh yeah, GPs are great. Just sometimes the people are kind of ruin it for the rest of us. Alright, so I could Supreme. Is that all that exciting? Because he could just, like, play out a Garrick. I mean, I can take 2 from those little dudes for a little bit while longer, can't I? Yeah, I can. Your move. I'm in no rush, and I don't really want to Ghost Quarter my mountain just to get a Plains to Verdict anyway. He's got 3 cards. Yeah, Ancestral could be good. You have to find like a way to either bounce the brain, or you need to sacrifice the brain, either of which my team was testing, and either of which work. Both of which, as long as the brain in a jar leaves the battlefield somehow after you activate it in response to the ability. I had a couple people abrupt decay or go for a Kolaghan's command on the that's fine. On the brain in response to it being charged. If I was playing the version that had Ancestral, they just cast my Ancestral for me, by the way. I actually told a couple players that after the match. I was like, be careful. If you play against somebody playing Ancestral in brain, you just cast their Ancestral just by doing that. Bolt's a much better answer. Bolt is an answer to these arbors that I'd be more interested in doing. So we're gonna have an end step of Beast Within. Okay. That's fine. I think the thing is that would cut me off of, well, I wasn't really looking to Verdict this guy anyway. That's cut me off the path. So what we could do is we could like Path an Elf and then Bolt an Elf, and then we have the Romance still at the ready. I think we just let him get it. It's fine with float. Or there you could Ghost Quarter the Fountain. That's the other play I didn't think about. This is true. This is true. Hang on, cancel. Let's path one of these. Maybe I draw step Bolt. I mean, I have to path now because the white source is gone. Obviously, you'd like to path, like, later against this kind of a strategy, but it doesn't matter if I draw step Bolt or I kill this now, really. Toast. So just hang on to this remand. Assuming he's going to resolve something here. Big and scary. Just float. Path my own beast. I don't mind having the 3/3 though. I'm planning on beating him down with it. But yes, you could also just float and then path the beast. Alright, Dank Dwellers. Dank Dweller into Beast Within. That seems bad for us. Remand. But yes, that was the other option. Path the beast token. Get a it may actually be the best option, right? Because now I can't, if we had to draw a natural there. Now I can't. Next turn he'll just play the Dank. I guess that was the better play. It's okay, it's just practice room. But yeah, I guess if we... Okay, float white on the fountain, path the beast token, get basic plains, basic island. Okay. It sucks. It's okay, though. It's okay. Big Bust is a weird deck. No, it's not. It looks like a variant of Tooth and Nail, but instead he's running like Beasts and Dank Dwellers. Stone Rain deck. Shoulder Giant wants to know how you can cast Ancestral with Brain. Yes, you can. I even talked with the judges at GP Charlotte. Alright, Monwally Acid Moss. Okay. Okay. Blue, red... The sucks is it does specifically say forest, so we have to win the coin flip here, basically. If we don't... If we get tails, it doesn't really do anything for us. Did we get heads or did we get tails? We got tails. Crap. Okay, we're gonna get a copy then. I guess you just hit the forest that's got the sprawl on it. What sucks is I just don't have a forest to search up. Yeah. We have thought about running a 1-of breeding pool for sideboard Ancient Grudge, but mostly for the ability to hardcast the Beck Call. But I didn't think it was necessary. Subra says that's why you need the breeding pool, of course. To redirect my opponent, or to copy my opponent's Acid Moss. Right. He's running land destruction, watch out for booms. Okay. Iris says no boom bust. Alright, we're toast. He's just going to win the game with the Dark Dweller in his hand. Alright, let's sideboard. So, red green land destruction. I still need to test that. He also didn't see the boom bust. What we're trying to do is we're trying to test to see if they finally fixed the... Because last time we played, I don't know if you guys remember, they hadn't fixed this yet. This wasn't working, the boom bust or the brain jar or any of the other fuse spells. That's the only reason I'm jamming this practice game before we do a league. Okay. So it's useful here. Looks mid-rangey. Looks like walkers might be fine. He was going wide with critters there. He had like birds and arbor elves. Do you want the angers? We didn't need the sudden. I don't even know if I want helixes. He didn't see the brain jar, so we'll keep that whole package in. One cut. I mean, Verdict was awkward. I never really wanted to tap out for that. This might be fine. What did I bring in? Negate. Some of his spells we don't want to be commandeering. Like, you want to use these against walkers. You want to use it against spells you have to commandeer. I don't want to commandeer any of his spells. That's pretty much it. That's what I would do. We shouldn't need Helix. I mean, he's not trying to be that aggressive. Bolts and paths are fine. Muddle's fine. Something like this is what I would consider. So let's jam. Maybe the Wear Tear because you can hit the enchantments. Maybe it's useful. That doesn't seem all that useful. Let's jam. $10 says he runs Titan. Oh, he's gonna Blood Moon us? Ooh, okay. Okay. We can bring in the Wear Tear game 3 then. So this says cut the snares. We didn't see any CMC2s. Okay. We'll cut that game 3 then. I wouldn't keep this even without the spell snares. Punch land and a cryptic. Keep. Hey. Alright, so we get to see if the Brain Jar actually works with the split cards. It does work with the few spells on Magic Online, but it hasn't been working with the split cards. So we're going to find out. I think it's greedy to bottom that. Stop it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The, last time we tried to play this on Magic Online, the split cards weren't working properly. That's one of the reasons why, not that I meant to go Super Secret Squirrel when I was playing at GP Charlotte, but it's one of the reasons I couldn't show you the deck. Just because the spells weren't working properly. So I talked to one of the orcs earlier today. I mean, just to keep up with this guy, I'd almost just let go of the top deck land. That's probably the wrong play. That's probably the wrong play. I mean, we could kill the Arbor Elf here as well. I mean, if I'm not thinking of remanding... Okay, here's the thing. If I want to play out the jar, turn 3, then that means I don't get to remand when I need to, and we might have to bolt now. Or I can sit on the remand, and then I can brain bolt. If we brain bolt, he might still toss down something scary. I can sit on the remand, but there's nothing I really want to remand at this point from his deck, probably. Next turn we can, like, fetch, brain bolt, set up for this. See if this actually works with the brain. It's supposed to. You're supposed to be able to catch either side. In paper, but on Magic Online, it hasn't been letting us. Big Boss says just slam the brain. Yeah, I could just slam the brain, too. You could just slam the brain without charging it immediately. That doesn't get you faster to the odds and ends. Doesn't get you faster to the Ancestral either. Bird-cestral, I should say. You could just slam the brain. Big Boss says hold remand. There's really nothing out of his deck I want to be remanding at this point, unless you think he's like... Unless you think he's just going to go for a beast with him immediately. That'd be a reason to hold it. I don't think we need to, though. We shall see. Show me Beast Within. Go. I did day 2 Charlotte. Car next turn 100%. Blood Moon 100%. Or man, the bonfire? What bonfire? Chase is just gonna go actual Stone Rain. Beast. Okay. Oh, look what we drew. Sweetness. Yeah, nice Beast Within. I think what we do is we just sit. I mean, you could toast the elf there, but then I'm not charging. Well, no, I could charge the brain and toast the elf, but I kind of want to hold the remand one more turn. No shock. Elf. Okay. So let's Brain Bolt. Oops. Let's Brain Bolt and then Beck Call next turn. Super sweet. It'll be super sweet. He won't know what hit him. We know at least this one works on Magic Light, and we'll get to see if this one actually is happy with us. I still have to get the Hollow Fountain. Bolt now, get him. I mean, I'm just going to do this, probably. If it's something that we don't really care about that much, we should just do this next turn, no matter what. Brain Concede. No, Brain Beck, it's pretty good. Yes, Brain only needs 2 for Bird Cestral, Chase. I thought you knew that. Didn't you ask me about that at the GP, Chase? Yeah, who cares? We assembled it. We've probably won here, unless he's blowing up all of my lands. Okay. I mean, if I have to remand, I can remand. Alright, Inferno Titan. Okay. So we have a couple different options here. I could bird, and then I draw 5 because the Inferno... If you guys read this card, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, so we could draw 6. We wouldn't lose all the birds. We'd probably hit a path to answer the Titan. If we don't, we'd have to, like, burn the Titan. It might still be correct to just remand, though. Because I'd be losing some of the birds I'm making, like with the Titan trigger. Did you have to call a judge over, explain Bird Cestral to every opponent? No, nearly every opponent called judge to have the judge explain the Bird Cestral. One still likes the remand. I think the remand's sweet. We could wait on the Bird Cestral. We could wait on Bird Cestral. Yeah, let's just remand. But it is tempting to just Bird Cestral there. Nice, we can do both next turn. Both a counter spell, potentially. Oh, well, there's the path. We were going to draw the answer to the Titan. We shouldn't have been scared of it. Don't be scared of Titan. We shouldn't have been. Because we drew the answer. So he'll slam the Titan again. We'll Bird Cestral in response. We get a bunch of birds, draw a fistful of cards. We'll draw 5 cards in this case. And then we can just path it and it's fine. His deck. Go birds or go home. Yeah, I know, right? Hope he beats within so we get an extra draw. Yeah, alright, so it's Bird Cestral, and then we'll draw 5 here because... Alright, so Fuse, thank you. Alright, stack abilities automatically, Beck and Call, fused. Yes, this works. Path first, birds, and a turn, keep the birds this way. What? I want to draw 5, though. I don't want to just draw 3 or 4, I want to draw 5. We also could, yes. Let me click on this. Yes, yield. We could hit a remand. That'd be funny. I would run 2. No, we didn't. It's fine. If I flash in a Snapcaster Mage, we actually do... Alright, so Titan. If I flash in a... Okay, we're going to get a call trigger, see? So we are going to draw 1 more card. Rather keep the birds and the extra card. Faster clock. Oh, we can just set it up again. It's not a big deal. Arid Mace of the draw. So he's going to go after the birds. I mean, we still have a beast and a bird